Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 19 of the Sweet and Sour podcast. I am your co-host Dom.
I'm Jen.
And today we have a returning guest, Jen's sister Nikki.
Hello. Thanks for having me again.
Welcome back.
Alright, so Nikki's only here because very last minute.
Just say it.
Because Jen's a fucking bitch. But
I'm sour today. That's why.
we just had Korean barbecue, and then Jen was not really feeling the podcast today. But then we decided that we were gonna do it today, and then Jen said she wanted her sister to come as well.
Hi, Mari. Yes, we read chat.
Yeah, we are reading chat.
Jen. Okay,
Hi,
Daniel. Relax. Everybody relax.
Jen today.
Relax. Everybody needs to chill. I'm just tired of carrying this podcast all the time, okay? Somebody else needs to pull their weight.
Right.
Yes, we do read chat. It might be
Right.
delayed sometimes if we're, like, in a conversation or, like, in a rant, but we get there. I promise. I promise. Sheesh. I know. No.
All right.
It's tough out here. Why is she lip biting? Who's lip biting?
All right, but
Well, welcome back.
Welcome
I've been
back.
on some of those
Welcome back.
TikToks where it's like when she does the lip biting.
the fuck girl lip biting.
Order lip biting.
Instead of fuck boys, fuck girl.
Fuck girl.
Okay.
All right.
You want to tell your story? How's your...
All right. So
date
since
last night?
since last time we talked, Nikki.
She went on a date.
Went
if
on
you
a
didn't
date.
know, she's single and she as a Pringle.
Mingling.
And she's ready to mingle. So if any rich guys out there between the ages of 20 to 26, let's say, want to take her out on a date, there's going to be a boyfriend application linked down below.
Okay, let me give y'all the backstory. So I met this guy on Hinge. And I'll just read you guys, or let me show you guys my Hinge profile, just so you guys understand the conversations that I'm having. So my first prompt is, I'm convinced I'm never gonna find my son. And then I'm a stay-at-home dad. That's my job. And then one thing I'll never do is watch my ex-boyfriend shit himself on the beach again. And then let's debate this topic. Sharing food should be called collaborating. So that's what they have to work with, right?
Wait, that's your profile?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot to take in for a person. What the fuck?
First impression.
If I read that, I'd be like, oh shit.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, no.
Skip.
My profile is not for the weak. That's for sure. So this guy says, hey, my dream job is to be a stay-at-home dad. I said, we can't both be stay-at-home dads. You can be a stay-at-home mom. He said, perfect. And then we were just having this conversation about, being able, back and forth about, who has the roles in the household. And then he's like, is this where you ask for my number since I'm the stay-at-home dad? So I was like, hell no. Here's my email. And my email is littleasskickernikki@yahoo.com. So then he emailed me.
You just put your email out there?
It's just my email.
So if y'all want to apply for a boyfriend, you can send it to that
Boyfriend
email there.
applications.
It's just an email. Everybody has this shit.
Okay, so for reference, if you guys haven't seen the show New Girl, the reason why she did that is for, guys to put in more effort than just asking for their phone number. Because writing a text is way more convenient and easy than writing an email. So that's why she put that.
So then he emails me. He says, hello, Nikki. I hope this finds you well. I was thinking we could connect sometime soon to discuss my position as a stay-at-home mom. I'm an excellent cook and just got back from teaching English in a elementary school in Spain last year, so I'm amazing with children too. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions. Thank you. Everything you've been dreaming of. And then I respond,
They're full on emails, by the way.
Yeah, like full-blown emails.
Like, you'd think they were freaking having work talk.
And I said, congratulations. And this guy's name is James. And I said, good evening, Jason. I hope this finds you well. I'm responding on behalf of Stay at Home Dads LLC in response to your application for a stay-at-home mom position. My team and I have carefully reviewed your application, and congratulations. We've decided to move forward with your application. However, I do have one question that will determine your fate here at Stay at Home Dads LLC. Would you rather be a cowboy, a samurai, or a pirate? Please take your time to answer this question seriously, where it will again determine your fate. Thank you.
Dating is a different beast nowadays.
And then he says, hello, ass kicker, because I got his name wrong. He said, that's great news. I would choose to be a pirate, not just any type of pirate, but a space pirate. You can be the captain, and I'll cook for you as we... What is that word? Traverse?
Traverse?
Travesty.
I was dyslexic.
We found our dumb. We found our dumb person that we needed for the podcast.
The known universe. We could get a cat.
Are you okay? English is hard.
English is hard. A carter to raid enemy ships, so it's almost like we're officials. Imagine being able to stop on undiscovered tropical worlds and have an entire pirate island just for us. Not feeling the beach? Let's go find some alien metropolisans and dance to some galactic jazz. We literally have an entire universe of possibilities. We can also follow some sort of code so we don't completely lose our morality. Please let me know your thoughts. James, not Jason. So then I was like, this poor guy, like he's been through all of it. So then he got my number. And then he asked for me to go bowling, and I was just like, but then I just lost my job that day, so I was like, I'm not in the mood for bowling. Can we rob a bank instead? Because I'm going to need the cash flow. And he said, let's take it one step at a time. So I was like, okay, then we can go bowling, I guess. And then we go bowling. I lose, right? And it's not fun, so like I'm just not having a good time. So then he's like, do you want to go eat? So then we go eat banchan. And then he's like, do you want to go back to my place and play some Valorant? And I was like, hell yeah, like, that's my type of shit. So we went to play Valorant, and he was a Raze main, and he was booty at the game because he only played fucking
This man
Stinger.
invited her back to his place to play some Valorant. They had a LAN party.
We did a open LAN party. You know, we should start doing
hilarious.
that. You should start doing that because, like, imagine like playing like 10-person party and like they want to talk shit. Like I'll just stand up and fucking beat the shit out of you. Like say it to my fucking face. You know what I mean? Like you want to talk shit. You got balls to talk shit.
You're not gonna beat the shit out of anyone. First of all, talking shit for sure. Talking shit during a LAN is like hilarious because like you'll just see like someone nerdy just stand up and just be like, "Yeah, I fucking beat you, you fucking loser." You're not beating the fuck out of anybody. All right. Well,
dating is crazy nowadays, eh?
What attracted you to like have a conversation with this guy? Because I know most of the time when you're like guys when they message girls, they usually don't respond. What got you to message that guy?
You know what the thing is? So like I saw this on TikTok, and I also like saw this, like my therapist kind of said something about this where it's like you're not really in love with the person, you're in love with yourself because you make the conversation with the person like memorable or the memories. So like you're not really obsessed with them, you're just obsessed with yourself.
That's what your therapist said?
Yeah.
Get a new therapist.
No, but it's true because like she was like, think about a time where like you had a conversation with this person and you were like really enjoying your time. Who started the conversation? And
Probably,
it's usually me.
Yeah, it would be the person having the most fun with the conversation.
Yeah,
right?
And then you like you correspond that feeling with that person, thinking that that's why you feel that way towards that person, but it's really just you. So that's why if you're ever obsessed with someone and you're like, oh my god, like I can't find anyone better than him, it's probably not true. It's you can't find anyone better than you. That's the issue.
Right. Okay. I've never seen it that way, but I guess that does kind of that would correlate, I guess.
Because she was like, because I was telling her about like this guy that I was talking to, this British guy. I actually talked about him in the last podcast, but I was just like I thought things were going great. Like I thought the conversation was good. She was like, well, like recall the conversations. Like who started it? Was it him or you? And I was like, it was me. He's not funny. He just has an accent. It's just the British accent. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's an honor for these
But
bitches
if
to
it's
talk to me.
But if it's actually you, then wouldn't it not matter then who the other person is?
No, that's the thing. I'm saying it is like, it only matters because we think it's them. We think that our response to like the like conversation or like when we're around them, we think it's them, but we don't really realize that it's us until you step back from it.
Right,
You're like,
but then what makes one person better than the other then? If that's the case.
But because if it's not the case, that's what I'm saying. That if you step back from a conversation and you realize that they're the ones actually making you feel that way, then it's different. But if it's like a fake, like you're making yourself feel that way and they're not putting in that effort, then that's what she's saying. That's why she's saying like take a step back and like if you're obsessed with them, like you need to take a step back and realize like what are they offering. And that's what she was like saying to me, because with this British guy, I was putting in most of the effort and I was making the conversations flow and making it like continue, and he wasn't. So that's why I was like, okay, yeah, why am I obsessed with him? I'm obsessed with myself in the situation.
It all still stems to like effort. It feels like.
Well, yeah, but that's what
you're
I'm
the one still
saying.
putting in all the effort.
That's what I'm saying. That's basically the sum of it. She was just saying that like, because like I think he's so great because I feel that way when I'm talking to him, but it's really he didn't do anything. He was just there and I was making it go. And
Right.
I was making myself feel that way.
So then what about this new guy?
This new guy,
Better or worse?
better, because he's like, he wrote a whole pirate. Like that's like my energy.
Said earlier to me? She was like, yeah, he was good. He called me funny, so that's a plus. He's already good because he called me funny. And I know I'm fucking funny.
So then I know he's not a liar. Like, if he said I look beautiful, I was like, you're fucking lying, bitch. Like, I know I look all fucked up right now. I just played a game of Valorant and I lost in bowling.
So you don't like it when people compliment you on your looks? You'd rather people compliment
I'd rather
you
be
like, on the
personality because
Right.
looks can go away, but personality makes the whole thing. Like you could, but because I've dated guys who are pretty, but they have no personality. So it's like you're talking to a wall. You're like, oh, this guy, he's like, this guy's blue. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
The sky is blue. Oh my fucking god, that's so funny.
Like, yeah, cool.
No, it's true. Sometimes I do get like those conversations, you know, where it feels dry, but it's just like the effort that people put in.
Well, yeah,
But,
it's
like-
like takes two, right?
Yeah, but sometimes like I'll look at my text and I'll think, damn, I'm fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I'll think that's so tough.
And they don't say that you're hilarious.
They don't
and
say
you're
that
like,
I'm funny,
Fuck, dude. I
but
know
I'm
you
like-
fucking laugh.
Because then they won't say
I know
anything
you
about
fucking
it.
laugh.
And
That's
you're
how
like-
I feel when I play with you, dude. I'm fucking so funny.
You're not
okay?
funny.
I'm
You're
so
not funny.
fucking funny. No, that one time we played, I was like, I know I'm fucking funny, and then you said it out loud one time, and you're like, you're fucking funny. Like that's fucking
Because you
hilarious.
say stuff that pisses me off so bad. I'm just like, Jen, you're so funny, dude.
You're so good.
Jen, you
You're
make me laugh so
hilarious.
much
I know.
because the things
I'm
you
so
do, the
funny.
things you do
I'm
say
so
are hilarious in a sense that it fucking infuriates me. That it's just like
Yeah,
it hurts.
you get mad because you're just not as funny, and it's okay.
No,
It's
because
okay.
you don't realize how stupid you are sometimes. To me,
Me?
that makes me so
Me?
angry.
Oh my god.
No, Jenny is funny, but I think
fucking
it's like
hilarious,
accidental
bro.
funny.
What do you mean?
Because it's like, I don't think you try to be funny on purpose. I think
Yeah,
like
I'm
you're
just naturally,
That's
I'm
true.
just
I think
naturally
that's
You know what I
funny.
mean? Like
Just
sometimes
naturally
we'll be at
funny.
shows. She has the worst memory. Like I don't know why she tries to argue with me on this shit. Like she'll try to recall a time, and I'm like, girl, like that never happened. And she's like making up scenarios in her head, and it's fucking hilarious because like she dead ass thinks it happened. Like she's to her bone, she thinks it happens. And I'm like, what is happening?
Jen's fucking delusional.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm Delulu.
Jen's fucking delulu.
That's the only Salulu.
That's so fucking funny. But you think you're gonna have
Whatever.
another date with this guy?
Bitches.
Well, okay, so he's like, I want to do, like, you're so much fun, like, your personality, and, like, he was being all fucking cringy. I was like, don't fucking say that. Like,
It's first date.
yeah, literally, don't keep riding my meat, dude. Like, I know I'm good.
It's all glazing you, making you feel good about yourself. You're like, okay, you can stop now. You can-
Calm down. You already fed me. I'm good.
I needed to hear the one thing, and that's good. We don't have to talk about anything else.
Are y'all sports fans? Esports fans?
I like sports too.
I watch football sometimes, but
I like
just
basketball.
sometimes.
Basketball is fun.
No, I love all sports. Football, the season for college sports is actually insane. Especially for Colorado. Our CU team is playing
Crazy.
Oregon, I think, this week, and it's probably one of their biggest challenges that they're going to be having. The issue is I don't think CU is going to be that great.
NFL? Not really following NFL this year. More college.
I'm a Broncos
Just because
fan,
the hype is there.
because we live
Really?
here.
Yeah. When have we won? What was the last time we won?
Exactly. This is
The
why
last
I don't
time-
watch NFL.
Name a time.
We almost won last week, but then
Almost.
we
'Cause
went. We were
I'm-
up. We were up 24-10 or something like that to 7. But then literally they just came back and just smashed us so bad. And the Broncos have just been awful ever since Peyton Manning left.
Yeah, so
He
the
won us
hype,
our one championship.
the
And he was
hype in
done.
Colorado now is centered around CU, like the college, more than the Broncos, because the Broncos are already starting off really bad.
Because this past couple of months ago, the Denver Nuggets won, so that was like the hugest thing that happened in Denver. I guess since the last year.
One name, Russell Wilson.
One name, Russell Wilson. It's true. Last year he was fucking ass. This year he's good, but the rest of the team's ass. So they kind of swapped roles on that one.
Did you see freaking Lil Wayne was here? And
Lil
The
Wayne,
Rock?
Offset, The Rock. There were so many just for.
I'm like, I
'Cause
know
Deion
y'all
Sanders-
ain't fucking college football fans. You're just here
No,
because
because-
Sanders is
Yeah,
here.
Deion Sanders is like one of the bigger names in football. He just invited everyone that he possibly could.
Well, did you hear that one guy from CSU? The one that hurt.
Oh, yeah,
our-
the Blackburn.
He's like getting death threats now
Yeah,
from
I
like
heard
gang
that.
members and like thugs, and I'm like, this needs to chill. Like it's college.
Yeah, even Deion
Like, y'all
Sanders
need
was
to
all like, bro,
chill.
there's no way you guys are sweating a fucking college kid for just playing the game.
Literally, like death threats, and I'm like, y'all serious right now?
Yeah.
Like
fucked up.
holy.
I just think it's funny because like last year's they haven't won a game in a long time. So now like everyone that I follow that goes to like CU Boulder, they're posting like, oh, every team's trash. I was like, you guys were literally trash not even like
Yeah.
a couple months
Literally,
ago.
they
Not
win
even a couple
one
months
game,
ago.
and all of a sudden they think they're fucking king of the hill.
Yeah, no, it's because everyone thinks that CU actually might have a chance of like making it to
Maybe
the
if they
Final
get their
Four.
defense fucking better, they
I don't
almost
thi- I-
lost that. They almost threw that game.
No, I don't think CU is good in the sense that they'll beat every team. They're good enough that they're winning right now.
But they're
But they're
only
barely
good
sliding
because
by.
of Deion Sanders, because of his coaching.
Because of his coaching.
100%. Because they were not that good.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be that good to like win at all, but they're good enough right now just to have hype around them. So maybe they'll get more like applicants like the next year
Yeah.
to get more kids to come play for the school.
They were saying that the school actually put almost all their resources into getting Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
Like
see,
they
yeah,
almost
that's what-
spent all of their funding.
It's smart. It's
to
like a
get
huge
him.
marketing ploy.
Yeah,
because that's how a lot of
that's
schools do that in the
exactly
first
why,
place.
because they want to get higher on like their applicants, like people wanting to come to their school. Because now, like, football, yes, is getting big now here, so a lot of people want to come here for sports. But also, it just opened up like this is a school that people just want to be at.
Yeah. Colorado is not a huge market for like sports, especially athletes that want to come here. Like everyone still thinks Colorado's a bunch of hicks.
We had Philip Lindsay though. Get drafted.
We had Philip Lindsay. He was pretty good, but then we immediately traded him the next year,
Yeah.
and then that didn't even fucking matter. We had a lot of really good players come here. First, Carmelo Anthony, who was one of the original Denver Nuggets, and then like after like 8 years, he's like, "Bro, this place fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I need to leave." And then he went to New York, and then the rest of his career just tanked from there. But yeah, Colorado's not a huge market for sports in general, but we have been winning a lot recently. That's
Those
just to
tickets are
God-given
insane.
talent.
I went because we wanted to go to the CU CSU game.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the tickets, like probably a couple days before the game was happening. And I was checking the tickets and I was like, oh, it's only $100, like not too bad. And I checked again and it was like the CSU side, like if you wanted to go on the away side, like you know how the
Right.
field is split,
Yeah.
then it would be $100. So I was like, fuck, let me switch it, like see how much the CU side is, because you obviously want to be on that side.
You want to be on the side that you're rooting for,
Yeah,
especially.
well,
So.
that, and you just want to, like, if you're gonna be in the crowd, like part of the game, not just watching the football game, but like being like the vibes of like actually being in the crowd is like what's fun, because like it's a huge party, so you want to be on the winning side. That shit was $1,000
Was it?
for nosebleeds.
Dude, that's insane.
Like
Makes
the
so much sense,
furthest,
though.
the furthest top fucking section was
That's where fucking
$1,000.
Lil Wayne and all of them were sitting, though, so that makes sense. That's probably why.
That's actually insane. Lil Wayne was fucking on the field running around, fucking doing halftime
God
5-minute
knows what.
shows. They had a freaking concert in the locker room for the. I think that's what they got motivation from from their timeouts when they were in the locker room. Yeah, they got a show from.
That's sick.
Like a private, like hype show, and I think that's what got them.
Had a clout show.
To double overtime. They're like, oh, Lil Wayne's got faith in
They probably
me.
had the fucking Rock come in there and give like a
Literally,
WWE promo.
literally.
They had everyone just come in, do their fucking thing, and then just get them all hyped for the next half.
Literally. I
No.
thought it was over, honestly. I didn't think they would pull double overtime like that.
No, that was insane.
Yeah.
So basically, CU is like our, like, what is it? I guess that's like the more popular, like, what is it? I guess I wouldn't say hipster, but like CSU is like the countryside for like the college students, basically. And they were playing against like the modern kids at CU.
Yeah.
And at first, CSU was just literally stomping, like they were just beating them bad.
Which is crazy because CSU is not good.
They're not good, but they just wanted to shut up CU because of Deion Sanders. They wanted to be the first team to put like a 1 in their loss streak. But whatever, I guess.
No, but I think I think this game is going to actually be the decider of whether or not CU is like switching it around and like actually good. Because I feel like the only teams we've played is Nebraska and CSU, which are not very good teams. So it's like, can we really say that we're on a win streak when we play teams that are not...
Pretty shitty, yeah.
Yeah, like, we gotta play a good team and then it'll be...
What I heard was that we only have a chance this year is because most teams aren't looking really good. Everyone else is kind of looking like
Oregon's
an
pretty
ass.
good, though.
Oregon's pretty good, but like teams like that usually are in there, like Alabama,
Yeah,
OSU, stuff like that. No one's looking that great, so everyone has like a chance to like win.
Well, how long do you usually stream for? Usually our podcast streams are like around an hour. Usually. You know what's crazy though? Switching topics now. Switching topics because I'm over the sports talk. You were talking about how that guy is a trust fund baby. You know who's a trust fund baby? Okay, so I work at a salon and we have like a receptionist kid and he's like 16, right? So he just comes in on the weekends to like help pick up the phone, like do receptionist thing, like the easiest things. And he's the son of one of the nail techs.
Right.
And she was like, she comes in and she goes, Jenny, will you please like tell him like which car is better? And I was like, who's getting a car? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because she was like saying Tesla or Mercedes. And I was like, you're getting a car? And she was like, no, he's getting a car. And I was like, God damn, like Tesla or Mercedes.
That's a fucking
you're
great
getting
choice.
A car?
Out of those
like
two.
you're getting a first car and those are your choices? Like brand new? Because she was like, it has to be 2024. Like, I can only afford to pay $1,000 a month for him. Yeah.
$1,000 a month?
Yeah. And I was like, bro,
Oh
what
my
the
God.
fuck? I was like, at that point, you should just get, yeah.
At 16?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So we were like sitting, the whole time I was at work this morning, we were just sitting there comparing cars. Because he was like, oh, should I get this car or should I get this car? And I was like, you son of a bitch. Like, you lucky
Dude,
son
that's
of a
sick,
bitch.
though. What the fuck?
I was like, 16? Holy hell. And she's paying it for him, like the monthlies, until he's 18.
The car would pay
Does
off
all she
by
do is
now.
just nail tech?
Literally.
Is
Huh?
is the mom just a nail tech? Is that all she does, or does she?
Well, the dad grows weed, but
Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
That makes more sense. I was like, if she's just, dude, she's loaded. If she's that's all they're doing just for them to make money for a
nail
car.
techs actually make.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, that would make sense if she could do that, but I was like,
Yeah.
is that like? No?
Well, she was saying like all of her family cars and stuff are already paid off, so she
Right.
has nothing to pay. So she was like, yeah, like I can afford to get my son a car.
Brand new
Yeah, and she was
2024
like-
Tesla or
And she
Mercedes.
was like, I'll pay, like I'll take the payments for you until you're 18. And I was like, bitch, by the time she's 18, like that car's gonna be paid off. Like the fuck you mean?
Literally $1,000 a month. That's
Yeah.
definitely gonna pay off.
That's her
car.
budget. She was like, I can't do anything over $1,000 a month.
Well, it depends on how much she puts as a down.
Well, probably 20% like normal, like 10-20% like normally you would. But I was like, God damn, $1,000 a month, you might as well
What
get like
Tesla,
a GTR.
Because she can get a pretty cheap Tesla.
No,
Like-
because she wants like, because all the models that she was looking at, like for each brand, she was like 2024, like the highest, like top tier, like nicest model.
That's insane.
So like Tesla would be like the model, what is it? The X with the
The X,
butterfly
yeah.
doors and the leather interior.
Those
instead
ones are
of-
nice, but they have the car that's like the S Plaid. That one's like the race car of Teslas. So I don't know if they're doing anything
it was
like that.
funny because like they were arguing back and forth because like I was trying to be the mediator because she would be always like she would be like, Jenny, like talk some sense into him because like I'm younger
Uh-huh.
and like he's 16 but he wants a sports car and she wants a freaking SUV like family car and I'm like, bro, he's 16, like obviously he's gonna want like the sport because he was looking at like in Infinities like the
G35s.
yeah, the G35s. Or he was like looking at like your car, the IS 350s, like those types of cars, like 2 to 4 door, like pretty small sports cars.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because he was like wanting, like he's a sports guy, so he was like wanting to like mod the car and stuff too. And I was just sitting here like trying to explain to her like what the modifications do, and she was like, I don't want to have to like fix anything or work anything on it. Like I just want to buy it and then be done with it. And he's like, no, mom, like I would do it, not you would do it. And it was just so funny to
Mods
me.
are expensive though.
I know.
So if he ended up buying a car and having to do mods, and his mom was paying for it, that would be like a whole different story. I'd just be
yeah,
like,
but it
fuck
adds,
no.
but it adds
don't do
value
that.
to the car. It's not like
Depending on what car, for sure, yeah, it'll definitely add value. Most cars, obviously, when you take them off the lot, they usually devalue the moment
Yeah.
you take them off, and obviously every time you turn it on. But if he's gonna get a sports car, he has to find a car that's gonna like make value over time.
I told him to get a Supra.
Supras usually keep their value pretty much over time.
I was like $1,000 a month. You might as well get like a fucking nice like
And that's a
brand
good
new
sports car
Supra,
too. That's like a perfect
GTR,
car,
like-
and it's still Toyota, so everything on the repairs is still cheap as fuck.
I pay $1,000 a month for mine.
yeah, but you pay over. No, that's not the minimum. You pay over so that you can pay it off in time. She's like minimum payment.
That's
1,000, and I'm
crazy.
like, bro, we're talking about trust fund babies. Like this kid at 16,
That's
your
insane.
first car is gonna be a fucking
A sports car,
Yeah.
fucking nice ass sports car.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I don't know about all that. That's a lot. That's a
What
lot.
was your
It's-
first car?
My first car was a Toyota Corolla, but it was like a 2000. No, it was 1999 model. So it was pretty old and beat up. But literally, like 1 week after I got my license, my dad just straight up just gave me like this Lexus, but it was like a 2004. I think I got my license in like
Hey.
2012, 2013. And that car like lasted me a long time. But I've always had like used cars. I've never had like a brand new car until I bought that Camaro. And when I had that, it was stick shift, but then that's when I like wasn't able to walk anymore.
You
And my
had
sister
stick?
put it, huh?
You had a stick?
It was a stick shift, yeah. It was like a 2016 stick shift Camaro. And I love that car, but once I went to the
Have a
hospital,
drive stick?
yeah. I
Well,
learned
he
how to
had
drive stick one,
to.
yeah. I mean, I had to, yeah.
Who taught you? Your
My
father?
friend. No, my dad didn't know how to drive stick either. I
I
had this
can
friend
drive
that like
stick.
every time we went over to his house, he had like dirt bikes
Uh-huh.
and stick shift cars, so he taught us like how to do
Nice.
everything.
But I heard stick cars go faster, right?
No,
No?
not really. I mean, you can
It
shift
just
faster.
depends on the car.
Manual, obviously, you can like shift, get into gear like a lot easier, but automatics always do it better, regardless. So I mean, they're just fun to drive. That's really all it is. But, yeah. I sold the Camaro once. I wasn't able to walk anymore because my sister put it in my head that I was never going to be able to walk again. So I was
Damn.
yeah, it was one of my older sisters. I was like, fuck, you're probably right. If I can't walk anymore, I just need to get rid of the car. And that was like the last nice, like, new thing that I ever had.
I mean, you could have kept it till the point where you can't walk anymore.
I was at that point. I wasn't able to walk.
Look at you
So,
now.
Yeah, look at me now. Look at me now. For
you
sure.
had hand-me-downs as cars until you got your new one.
But they were all Lexuses. Can you believe that?
That's nice, though. Lexus are nice.
Yeah.
No, but like the first one was beat the fuck up. Like the seats had holes, the air conditioning didn't work, and the heating sometimes didn't work.
It's Asian dads, though. They always get shit like that. My dad did the same thing.
It was my sister's my older, so Lisa's the oldest sister.
Right.
It was her car, and it was brand new when she got it.
But then
like,
she just beat the fuck out of it.
At it. Like she
Yeah.
got in like 7 accidents in that car. Like the bumper, like you know the like
That
the
was
front
her
piece?
first car.
The front piece of like the bumper like was like hanging. So when
Oh,
you were
the skid
driving,
plate?
when you were driving, you could hear it like scratch on the floor.
Mine was like that too.
Because her first car was Lisa's first car that
Right.
she handed down.
So
So it was
Lisa's
Right.
first car was nice. Like it
So
was
it was,
brand
like,
new.
It was like beat.
She just destroyed it and just gave it
Yeah.
to you, basically.
Like you know how like the leather seats, she would put like her keys in her pocket, so every time she sat, it would like
Oh, scrape.
scrap the
Yeah.
fucking thing.
That's fucking hilarious.
My first car was the 2003 Xterra, bright yellow.
I don't think I ever saw you drive that.
It was the Jeep, right?
It looked like a Jeep.
Did you ever take it to school with you?
Yeah, that was my first high school car. It was bright fucking yellow. It was before I got the Lexus.
Because you're older than me, right? Did you get your license before me?
Probably.
You're not that much older, though. You're
No.
you're only like a
graduated
month
the
older
same
than me.
year,
No,
yeah.
I think we got it around the same time because I got my license. Wait, no, I got mine at 16 because I did my permit at 15 and a half. So I was able to get my license at 16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe I do remember that car. Because like the next car that you got was that Lexus,
Yeah. the Lexus.
which was nice as fuck.
Yeah.
And we used to pack the fuck out of your car
Yeah,
every
we
time.
did.
Like high school
Like 10
degenerate shit.
people deep,
We would
though.
literally always just jump in Jen's car because she's the only one that had like a
bigger
massive
car.
SUV that just fit like 30
Everybody.
people at a time.
We would literally meet up at school, pack that fucking car, drive all the way to like dim sum, get dim sum, while all of us are ditching first and second period. So all 10 of us are just not in class, and then we drive back to school just to like for it to hit lunchtime, and then we're off for another hour because of lunch.
That's so funny. I never did any degen shit like that and just skip like the whole first couple
Oh
hours.
my gosh.
We would do that all the time. We would meet up just to meet up. We would go to school on time just to meet up, to ditch together.
School's a perfect meetup spot for that though.
That's true.
I'd literally just be going to the fucking skate park with my friend all the time, like during our lunch hour.
And we're Asian, so it's not like we could just stay home. We get our ass beat. So we have to get to school so our parents know that we're like at school.
Fake the
And
phone
then
calls.
ditch. Yeah.
Fake the phone calls, pretend to be your mom or your
I
dad.
was fucking everybody's mom, bro. I'm surprised they didn't fucking suspend me for that shit.
They all record all the voice calls and it all
like
just
back
sounds
to
like
back too. Like I would just be leaving voicemails.
That'd be fucking
Y'all
hilarious.
related? Y'all have the same mom?
I would change like my tone of voice every once in a while, like make it lower.
Every time I do it, I do a fake Asian accent, and then one time they did catch on, and they called my mom. They're like, "This doesn't sound like you."
That's why I just put my phone number as like my parents' contact.
See, that would be smart. I didn't
You know
think
what
about that.
I did in school? I blocked the school's number on both of my parents' phones.
That's fucked.
So even if they did call, it would never go through. Because they can't leave voicemails either.
What if
it's
you were
blocked.
like dying or something and they needed like an emergency contact?
That's what you have
And they're
friends
like,
for.
these fucking
Literally.
bitches keep blocking my phone call.
Well, the school
That's
doesn't
fucking
know
dead.
because when you block someone, it still goes through voicemail, but the
Yeah.
other side doesn't get it.
But it goes straight to voicemail.
No, it doesn't. It still rings.
Oh, it still rings?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
I didn't know that either.
Technology these days, man. Did you see the new iPhone features though?
I did not see the new features. Why?
Spec wise, I feel like it's the same. like what the chip and stuff that is actually in it. I think it's the same.
Right.
But
Probably the camera is just slightly better.
the camera, but the iOS, not even the phone, but iOS, the update. What is it? iOS 17 now?
I think so.
Some shit like that, crazy shit like that. The new update is like you can just tap your phones together and it'll share your contact. So it's like, hey, what's your phone number? Just tap your phone and it'll send your phone number and contact, like name and number.
That's
over
crazy.
To their phone.
That's sick,
That's
actually.
crazy.
That's actually really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Technology
But
is
that
getting so
defeats
good
the whole
now.
purpose of like trying.
What?
That's why you put your email. For yours, you should just put your name and your email instead of your phone number.
You know what people do? Like even before that,
Business cards?
they bought the business
I
cards,
should
but
do
they have
that.
the QR
I
code
should
on
do
it,
that.
and all you gotta do is just take a picture or whatever. That shit's
Well, I
so
saw this
funny.
one thing. I saw this one thing too that this one lady had a chip. She had a chip programmed with all of her contact and all of her links and
In
stuff.
her hand?
In her hand. So she would just tap her hand to somebody's phone, and then they would get all of her contact
I feel
information.
like that's too much.
Well, because she worked for a tech company and her husband was the
Oh.
developer of those chips. So that was her advertising it. She was like, yeah, I have a chip in my hand for my contacts. My other hand has the chip so their house is wired up for all.
Yeah, I think I saw that. That
Yeah.
opens the drawers.
It
right?
opens the drawers. It turns off the security. It
But like, what if
unlocks the
someone
door.
like robs you?
You
and,
just
like,
gotta cut off her
cuts
hand.
your
Like,
hand?
I don't think they would know though.
She's
Like,
advertising on
yeah,
TikTok.
that's true. That's true.
That is true. But the
That's
thing,
why I think it's so stupid when people do illegal shit and they post it. And it's like, you're gonna get in trouble. People are gonna get
Yeah.
in trouble because you're gonna find... It's like the bitches that stick their, like, hair bottles of, like, alcohol in their hair. Now, like, at some shows...
They're gonna start like fucking.
Yeah, I
patting
saw
you
on
down
TikTok
from head
at,
to
like, I think
toe.
it was Electric Forest. Like, girls were getting their hair checked now. It's like, if you're gonna do stuff like that, don't fucking post it where it goes
Yeah,
viral. And then you
literally.
can't, like, use it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the
You know
scrunchie...
those-
that's why
like,
people
um,
gatekeep though.
Yeah,
People
but it's
gatekeep
like...
shit like
if
that.
it's
There's
illegal
stuff that
shit...
needs to be
yeah.
gatekeeped,
Yeah.
bro. Like just word of mouth. Like if you know, you know. If you don't, then shut the fuck up.
Literally.
Yeah, most of the time they'll do the alcohol thing, especially because they want you to buy the alcohol there.
Well, yeah, but now,
So-
like, girls are getting their hairs, like, all fucking... Like, if you have your hair up and they're suspicious, they'll make you take it undone. So imagine, like, spending, like, 50 hours on your hair
Yeah.
just for them to take it down.
Because like you know those braids that they do too, and they do like bubble
Yeah,
braids.
you can hide shit
and
in
you
it.
would
Oh.
hide
That's what girls were
shooters.
doing.
They would hide shooters in the bubble.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah. The way girls hide shit has become like so.
It's
Well, but
insane.
they're, like,
Extreme.
posting it. They're,
It's-
like, posting it. So, like, now these girls are gonna get, like,
Yeah.
harassed and tapped down because it's, like, these girls were posting stupid shit. Like, girls, like, stuffing stuff up their bras. Like, now girls have to take off their bras before security.
That's true.
And these videos go viral. They have, like, millions of views.
Got you.
Kitty
No,
cat.
yeah. It seems like you guys are getting checked for everything now too. The whole gum thing. Jen
Oh,
was telling me
yeah.
about that the last time you guys went to a
Flume.
show at Flume. You guys got fucking checked for your fucking
Yeah,
gum.
but thank God she's stupid. She just left it in an open bag.
I know.
like,
Jen said you walked around and
They
grabbed
were
it.
they were just
took it.
bags, like shopping bags everywhere that they would put the shooters in, and I'm like, dude, people are just gonna fucking take that shit back out. Ow, that freaking hurts.
You should get her a boyfriend
No.
so they can have babies.
She's such a little bitch. My other
Maybe
cats.
if she had dick, she wouldn't be a bitch.
She's a child.
She's a child.
What's wrong with you?
No, animals develop faster than humans.
No,
That
she'd
doesn't
fuck
make
up the
her
boy,
not a
100%.
child.
She's
One of
not
my cats
a
will have a
baby.
missing eye because she likes to fucking scratch at the other two cats that we do have already.
See, she does like to play.
She's just trying to eat me.
No, she's trying to play.
Too slow, too slow.
There was this other thing that I saw on TikTok, which was so funny because I never like really thought about it. I don't know if you think about it, but I'm gonna tell you this stuff, and you have to tell me if it's true or not. Okay? It was like things that guys don't want to like outright say that they actually like.
Okay.
Okay. So it was one where it
Guys
was
like wine.
I don't drink wine.
like fruity, like girly drinks.
I do like girly drinks.
Anybody?
I drink a lot of fruity, like,
Whoever said beer tastes good lied.
I don't like beer that much.
Do you drink beer like if your guys are drinking beer? Are you like one of those where it's like, yeah, I'll drink a beer since
Well,
you guys are drinking beers?
Before I would do that, before I had gout, but that shit flares up my gout and shit now, so I can't drink beer. But before I would do that. Every time like my friends would be like, "Hey, come drink this," like they just hand me a Corona, but I'm like, "Dude, I fucking hate Coronas," but I'll drink it. I'll drink it so I can feel like involved with it.
So I'm a man.
Yeah, basically.
Or like where it's like when a girl, like your girlfriend or something or whoever you're dating, like slaps you on the butt or like touches your butt. They were talking about like how guys like obviously they'll be like complain about it. They'll be like, no, like stop it, like don't touch me like that, like don't touch my butt. But inside they're like, ooh.
Listen, it's exciting, okay? It's only fucked up when they shove a finger up your ass. That's when everything goes wrong.
But true or false?
That's true. I'm also going to Japan to
Guys
have
get
muscle
all
women
giddy.
beat the fuck out of me too.
Guys
so.
get all giddy when they get their butt touched.
Just don't shove a finger up my ass.
I
please.
asked Tony the other night, I was like, is this true? And I showed him the TikTok that said that. And I was like, is this true? Because, like, I do that all the time. Like, if he's
Slap
walking
Tony on the
by
ass?
me. Yeah, if he's walking by me and I'm like, I'll just slap him on the ass. Because, like, he does it to me all the time. So it's like gender roles, hello. Like, if you're going to dish it, you're going to take it, too. So I'll, like, slap him on the butt and he'll do the same thing. He'll be like, stop. Like,
Do you like it when he does it to you
I
though?
was like, stop. Huh?
Do you like it when he does it to you though?
I feel like it's normal.
So you have like just no reaction to it?
Did your boyfriends ever do that to you?
Huh?
Like when you're walking by, like they'll just slap you on the ass?
No, I hate PDAs. I'll punch them in the face.
Not like in public, obviously, but like just like around the house, even.
No, I don't like being touched.
Oh,
So
there
what
you
if
go.
they did? Then
I punch them in the face.
There you go.
There you go.
It's just the whole person to person thing.
It is. I just don't like being touched a lot. I don't know. That's like my biggest pet peeve is people who like can't keep their hands to themselves. Like some guys just be like all up on you. It's like, bro, chill. Like your mom never hugged you. Like I'm not your mother.
Some of
Well,
them don't
what
have
if they just
mothers.
want like physical touch, like affection?
No, I think it just depends on the person. I haven't found that person.
So what if you found like
I haven't found the right person that allows me to be that vulnerable. And I think that's the issue. That's what my therapist says.
What was your longest relationship?
4 years, but he cheated on me twice. And it was
Right.
on and off. It was
And
like,
then you guys
we
just
broke
never
up.
had like that like close, intimate like reactions to each other.
no, because like I think my body knew. Okay, so the thing was like I knew I wasn't supposed to be with him because like I wouldn't want him to touch me, and I didn't like when he was around. But I think I was just so scared of being lonely that I kept him around. Because I found out he cheated on me twice, and I still went back with him. Because he was like, "Oh, I cheated on you," and I was like,
How
"Okay,
soon was
it's
it when you
fine."
found out the first time that he cheated on you? How long in the relationship were you guys already?
We were 2 years, but we were long distance. Like he lived in Maryland.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I
But
thought you
you know
guys
what's
were like
funny?
together like the whole time.
He flew to instead of flying to me because I wanted him to come see me for spring break. He said he couldn't because he was going to spring break with his guys to just go sleep with another bitch. He went out of his way to fly to a different state instead of flying
Not to his
with me.
girlfriend.
Literally, and none of his friends went, and that's how I found out because I texted one of his friends and I was like, "Where's Ethan?" And they're like, "I don't know. He said that he was going to see you," and I was like, "What?"
Ooh.
And then he texts me.
Damn, he lied to everyone. He didn't even
Yeah,
tell the cheat to his
and
friends.
I was like,
That's
can you
crazy.
believe this shit? He went out of his way to cheat. Like, he flew to another state, not even staying in the same state to cheat. He spent money on this bitch.
That's so funny though because his friend obviously doesn't know the bro code either. Because
No, I think his
When a
bro
girl's
just
supposed
knew
to-
how fucked up he was, and he had like
Hey,
my
I know.
you said
back.
he was with you? Was he actually with
yeah,
you?
like one of those situations. Like, was he with you last night?
Would you? Bro code?
I mean, if he was
What if,
cheating,
what if Tony was cheating, like, on me?
I would
would
tell
you bro
you
code?
because you're my friend.
Yeah,
Like,
but
for
he's your
sure.
friend, too.
Yeah,
But he
100%.
he's your friend first. That's the difference.
You would tell me?
but I would definitely tell you. Yeah, I probably would tell
That's
you.
different though, because he has loyalty to you, not Tony.
I have a loyalty to
yeah,
Tony
but then
too,
we're, like,
though.
we're all friends. That's what
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
Like,
I know
No,
you.
but
I
I'm
know that
saying-
he wouldn't do it. That's why.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying
But-
because of your and Tony's relationship, they became more closer. But prior to that, you two were closer. So he, if anything,
Me and Tony were friends before.
Yeah,
I bought a
they
car
were-
from
but,
him.
like,
like
really
close,
close.
really close.
We weren't
You
like
guys were
that
skating
close.
together
Yeah,
and
we were
stuff.
hanging out like a little bit, like a good
But you were
amount
closer
together.
with Jenny. No.
I became closer to Jenny more recently when we started playing games together.
Yeah.
That's the
Not
only
even.
reason why.
I mean, in high school, you were over all the time.
That's
I
because
mean,
she was
yeah, but
dating
it
my
was a group
friend.
thing.
Yeah,
Like,
she
it
was
wasn't-
dating my friends. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had to come over because I wanted to hang out with them
But
too.
like,
Fuck you.
but I'm saying, like, for instance, in my situation, he owed me nothing. Like, I wasn't his friend.
Right, yeah.
But it was just because he knew his friend was so fucked up that he was just like, yeah, like I'm not gonna lie for
That's
him.
believable too,
that's-
yeah.
Would you girl code with some?
It depends on who. Like, if you cheat on her, hell yeah, I don't fucking care. Just kidding.
Shit.
No, but like it just depends on who, because I owe more loyalty to someone else, and I don't want them to like, because it's not my place either way to say it if I don't owe them any loyalty. Does that make sense?
I mean that makes sense, but like for me, like my situation is like I just hate cheaters.
Yeah,
Like,
I know
no
you
matter
wouldn't.
what.
I'm saying you wouldn't, but at the end of the day, like if I had to pick and choose, like this is all hypothetical.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying, but like for me is different, and I feel like I'm a bitch for it.
Yeah.
Because I just hate cheaters. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who I'm close with. If you're cheating, I'm fucking ratting you out. I'm gonna rat you the fuck out.
Right, you've had your trauma
Like, even
experiences
if, like-
through it too, though.
Like,
Well, I think it just depends, because if it was like a toxic ex-boyfriend and I didn't like him and they don't want to break up, and like she like accidentally kisses a guy, I'm not gonna say anything. I think it's all situational.
It is
yeah.
situational for sure.
For me, it's not situational.
But cheating
Like,
is-
if
cheating
it's
is wrong.
Cheating, it's cheating, and if it is, I'm so sorry.
We all know that now.
I'm fucking
Cheating
snitching on
is
you.
100% wrong. You shouldn't do it in the first place. If you get caught, you can't be mad about it.
No.
Yeah.
That's like the main thing.
See, like I would never do it because I've been cheated on. But I'm just saying, like, if I were like, let's say if it was my best friend and she was in a toxic relationship, she can't get out of it, and she like slips up, she's like blackout drunk, she kisses another guy. Like I'm not gonna go and tell her boyfriend. You know.
Okay.
I would just be like, you better tell him. If you don't want me to tell him, you better tell him. Because if not, like,
I don't know. I think it just depends on the person. Like, God forbid something happens, but like I would pick your side, I would pick Lisa's side, I would pick Amy's, like all.
Yeah, you guys are all sisters too,
Yeah.
so there's like that connection because you guys all do hang out with each other a lot.
Yeah.
Like with me and my siblings, I haven't really
throw
hung
him
out with
under
them.
the bus.
I'm just
She
not that
murdered a
close with a
bitch.
lot of them. You know, like the only one I'm close to is my little sister because
Yeah.
she lives with me. Obviously, we talk every day. And then my older brother because he's the one that basically took care of me when all my other sisters just like left.
how many sisters do you have?
4. Yeah, 3 older sisters, 1 older brother, and 1 little sister.
Your second youngest, right? Lynn's the youngest?
Yep. It's so funny because like she knows like all my friends too.
Lynn?
Like she
Yeah.
knows Wen. So like she sees Wen downtown every weekend.
I see her all the time.
And
When
she said she
when
sees
she was
you
working at
too.
the mall, I see her all the time.
Yeah, she said she'd see you all the time too. I'm like, what the fuck? He's just like know everyone that I'm close to. Everyone sees Wen though because he's like fucking
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But
that's
like she
true.
took a picture with him last time.
What the fuck?
She just showed me. She's like, look, I took a picture with him. I was like laughing so hard. I was like, yeah, everyone fucking knows Wen.
That's funny. So what if you found like the perfect guy? Like everything about him was perfect and he made you feel like no one ever has before. But his love language was physical touch.
Then I think it just depends. Like again, like I think he has to prove to me that like, you know, he's worth like giving up that boundary of mine.
Right.
Because that's like, I think that's what my therapist was saying too, is that like I find a hard time like, and I think that's why sometimes like she was just saying that it's not my fault, but sometimes it could be the reason why like a lot of my partners cheat on me is because I can't give them that vulnerability that they're looking for.
Yeah.
And so she's just like, it's not because of you, but sometimes you pick the wrong people, and so they don't bring out like that side of you where you're willing to like drop down your walls and like be. Because I know you're not very like lovey touchy either, but like Tony like makes you feel comfortable enough where like you can hug him and kiss him and do that stuff, right? Like it feels comfortable to you.
I slap his ass.
Yeah. But I know you like
He likes it.
But I know
Like
you
it.
like you're not gonna to let some random stranger come up to you and like hug you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of the same, but it's like I've just had really shitty like guys that I picked that haven't let me like drop down those walls. So that's why it's like it's weird when they're like they want to hold my hand or kiss me on the first time. Like, don't fucking touch me. Like, get the fuck away from me. Like, we can talk from here.
Well, I think that's weird for like the first couple of dates
Yeah.
too, though, because I feel like so if you guys don't know, we're 7 years apart. So I feel like that's good enough to say like one generation, like almost like a generational difference. Because like for us, like when we dated, like it was not that hard.
For you and Tony.
Yeah, well,
it's
just
very
dating.
different.
Dating in general.
Well, because now it's because of like social media, TikTok, Hinge, Bumble, that stuff.
Yeah.
These guys think that they have so many options when they really don't. Because they see all these girls, they think that they can get them. So like they'll get with the girl, right? And they think like, oh, I can bag her, but I found her this way, so can I find another one this way? And they'll do it. That's how that's what they think.
Because it was a lot slower before. But now it's like everything is so fast.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why your pool is kind of shitty too. Because it's just like
no, that
all
is
the guys are the same.
Well, that's why I'm doing the whole email thing. It's like if you really want to get to know me, like I'm gonna make it difficult for you to get my number. Like those emails were back and forth, and it had to be long. Like if they're writing me one sentences, I'm not replying.
Yeah.
It's funny
that's
because
my biggest thing too, biggest pet peeve, because we were talking about like having dry conversations or like talking to a wall. Like there's dry, and then there's like conversation enders. Like there's no way I can reply to this, like one sentence or one word replies, and they're just like, and then they wonder why you don't respond.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what am I supposed to say to that?
But like for me, like I don't need to text you every day. Like I just need to know like when we're gonna meet up again, or like if we're gonna hang out or like schedule to talk. But then that's it. Like I don't need to text every day because I feel like that gets so dry over time. So it's like, what are you gonna say? Like, what did you do today? Like I just went to work. Like
I feel that same way where like if you're trying to talk to someone every day, you're definitely gonna lose a connection with them.
It's just too much.
At some point because you're gonna talk about everything.
Yeah.
Either you talk about everything or you
repeat.
can't like ask about anything either, you know?
But it's also like I also need the reassurance. That's why I like to be like, okay, let's plan this. Like let's make for sure let's meet up and like hang out. Right? That's what I need. But I don't need you to text me every day. But if you don't plan like to make like future plans with me, then I'm like, fuck, like we're not gonna ever see each other again.
Right. What do you think about living separately from your significant other? I asked Jen about this one time. But like, let's say
Oh, did you see that TikTok? Of the girl, she's like it's this
Oh,
same
her
thing.
parents that
No.
Oh.
She's like, my boyfriend of 4 years is moving out, but we're not breaking up.
I haven't seen that one, no.
And it's like he's like moving out to live with his little brother.
Oh.
But like everyone in like the chat's saying that like he's like breaking up with her.
No, sometimes you just need to not see them every
Yeah, you don't need to see them all the time. Because what I saw another podcast about someone talking, they're living separate, like not separately, like they still live in the same house, but they have separate beds.
Yeah.
But they have separate beds because the times they work are different. So he said he didn't want to wake her up too. But they only see each other.
Which one's the nasty bed?
Three times out of the week.
Both beds.
They only see each other 3 times out of the week, but they said because of the distance, it makes them miss each other more.
Yeah.
So like when they actually like reconnect with each other during that week, or the time that they have together, the relationship says they feel better about it.
I like that because I'm like the same. Like I need my own time. And I think that's why like working with family is so hard, especially when you live with them.
Oh my god!
It's
And
because,
especially
like,
in your
see
guys'
them
fucking
every
house.
day.
You guys fucking-
But like for me, like I need my time alone. Like I need time where like no one fucking talks to me, like no one bothers me, and I just do my own shit. But you can't do that, like especially with my mom. Like at work, like she'll like come talk to me.
She's such a nosy person.
And then like at home, she'll come talk to me, and I'm just like, and
She
it's
just
just
wants
like
to
with
be in your
everybody. Like
business.
it's not even just my mom. It's just like I need my time alone. Like I need to be left alone because I'm very introverted now. Like I cannot. There's some times where like I just don't want to talk or I don't want to hear anything.
Social battery.
It's true. I think that way too, though.
But that's why
You do need distance from people.
But I think
a
that's
lot.
why I enjoy long distance more too, like relationships.
That's so
It's because it's like you don't see them every time, and when you do see them, it's like, oh my god, like I miss you. But like if I don't want to talk to him, like I don't have to respond to his text, and I'm good. Like you know, like he
Right.
can't just come in the house and be like, what the fuck, like what happened.
Long distance though, I just feel like it.
Long distance is hard.
Long
though.
distance is really hard. You have because at the end goal of a long distance relationship, you guys want to end up together, right?
I don't know. I like it because we never end up together.
Obviously, because of
It
your
doesn't
4-year
sound
relationship,
like you want a
because it obviously
relationship,
kind of
though.
didn't work for you in the first place.
Well,
So, because did you want to end up like being with that person? Like, did you want to end up like living with him if it came down to it?
No, because I think with me, like that relationship, I already knew it was ending. Because by like, well,
Even into the first 2 years before he even like you found out he was cheating on you, or did you already just like have a feeling that you just weren't gonna end up?
I
with
think
him?
I just had like a feeling because we never really talked about it. Because like he was still in college and I was still in high school. Like, yeah, we didn't really talked about it.
He was in college
Yeah.
while you were in high school?
Yeah.
Oh my
I was gonna just-
God. Jail time, bro. Jail time.
Should we call the cop?
It's
We
too
call the
late.
cop
I'm
now?
calling
It's
the
too
Maryland
late.
police right now.
'Cause that- For me, that's pretty fucked up. But that's your sister, so
Holy.
Sus.
A
That's
fucking
so
college.
sus, bro.
That's very sus.
But like,
oh my God.
I feel like every teenage girl has gone that where like it's older guy, like
Not me. I'm a cougar. I like younger guys.
Tony's not even that much younger than you.
He's younger.
Jen's on the prowl.
Not anymore. Don't
What?
say that.
Jen's on the prowl for Tony's ass. That's why she's clawing at it every day.
He likes it. He likes it.
so she was the groomer. See, there's
He was
two.
like
They're
a
the-
month
There are two
younger.
types of people in the world:
Hello?
the
He was like a
groomed and the
month-
groomer.
He was like a month younger than me. Maybe like 4 months.
Hey, he was 17 and you were 18 at one point.
For
That's crazy. That's
real.
stupid. That's fucking so dumb. For that, no, that's like
I don't know. Like, I think my relationship, like long distance with Brian, was fine until he left me just out of nowhere. Stupid bitch. I'll kill you if I ever see you.
legal reasons she will not kill you, but that's
For
fucking
legal
so
reasons,
funny.
she's just joking.
For Twitch reasons, she's just joking. Okay. I know you guys don't give a fuck.
Do you see yourself like getting married though, and like
Me?
yeah, like settling down? Because it seems like you don't want to.
I think it just depends on the person. I think I haven't found the right person where it's like, yeah, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. Because sometimes when he's just there, I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Like, why are you still here?
Do you have that ideal dream though?
Yeah, I think it's because I don't want to be alone. But it's like, I also like, because like I'm scared of being alone, that I pick wrong guys, and then it just proves my point that I want to be alone. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess that's like a self-defense
Yeah.
mechanism. It's like you do care about yourself more, obviously, to not put yourself in a situation to be with like a guy that will hurt you.
Because my thing is, like, yeah, it's all fun and games at, like, the honeymoon phase, but then once after a couple months, it's just, like, I don't want them to be around anymore. Then I pick fights, and then they're gonna, like, break up with you, and I'm like, no! Now you're leaving?
You're such a freaking instigator.
I am! They're, like,
That's
such an
bipolar
instigator.
You know how, like,
you're like leave me, but don't leave me.
Yeah, literally. Like, I remember this one time, I think it was, I don't know who, it was either with Ethan or Brian, but we were talking, and I was like, I don't know, I just, like, one day I was just like, I don't want this guy to be around anymore. So I was just, like, it was just normal conversation, normal day, right? And I was just like, I think we need to break up. And he's, like, crying, and I'm like, I don't like you like that anymore. And he's, like, sobbing. And then 2 days later, I text him, and I'm like, just kidding, I want you.
You're fucking toxic.
That's fucked up. That is really fucked up.
Holy.
You already let that soak in for him for 2 days. He's like, maybe I should finally, get
Move
over
on.
her.
Let me forget about her.
Well, because when you break up with them, they're always like, can we just be friends? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. We can be friends. So then they still have me on, like, Instagram and, like, Snapchat and that stuff. And
But
then
do you still talk to them?
No, like I'll
pretty
post stuff
consistently?
like on purpose to see if they watch.
What?
And then I'm like, okay, they still like me, so I'm like, it's my time to come back.
Oh hell no.
No, but like I'm better now. Like I'm trying. Like if I don't like the guy, like off the bat, like if I feel like I can't see like a future, then I'll just be like, hey, like this is not working out. Like I gotta go. Like
I gotta go.
go
I
on
gotta
and get.
go my own way. What about us?
That's a crazy, like, it's fucked up. That is really fucked
But
up.
I think it's like it's because like I'm afraid that they don't want me. So I think that's what my therapist was saying, that like I purposely like put them like through this test. But then like because I put them through the test, they like don't want to be with me anymore.
Yeah, because you said you don't want to be with them anymore. That's the whole thing. They obviously, maybe before, they probably had like second thoughts, but then you reassure them that they probably shouldn't be with you then. Because you said, I don't want to be with you anymore.
Maybe pick other fights. Maybe not that fight. You
Maybe-
know?
Maybe you don't say you don't want to be with them anymore.
You can test them without actually.
No,
breaking up with
because
them.
that's like the most serious, and I want to make them cry.
But you do that, they don't want to be with you anymore. That's not right. That's just...
I just want to emotionally damage them and then see what happens.
I am the problem.
So
are
far,
the problem.
I'm saying, all I'm
You are
saying
the
is this
problem.
test isn't working.
Well, I haven't done it in a while. Okay.
Oh my god.
I did test the British boy, and it didn't work out. But I didn't do that. I called him. So I was at Zed's dead, right? And he texts me because we were supposed to hang out, and he didn't respond. So then he texts me. He was just like, "Oh, I hope you have a good time, but you broke my heart that we couldn't hang out." I was like, "Bitch, you don't have a heart." And he was just like, he was just like, "Oh, but I forgive you." And I was like, "Wow, thanks." Like, haha. And he's like, "What would you do without, like, if I didn't forgive you?" And I was like, "Probably nothing." He's like, "Cry, huh?" Question mark. And I was like, "Nah, you're probably crying." And then I was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He was just like, "Oh, he's just listing out like all the reasons why he couldn't hang out with me." And I was like, "Biography of big head blank blank, his name." And he's like, "You're insanely rude." And I was like, "Well, I just physically dominated you just a minute." And he said, "Yes, you did." And then I left it on open to see if he would double respond. He didn't. So then we didn't talk for 3 weeks. And then he hits me up and he's like, "Happy birthday, Nikki." And I was like, "Thanks." Like, getting hotter and wiser, but maybe not you, because we have the same birthday. and then he like asks me again to hang out, and he's like, "Let's hang out Monday. Let's hang out this week." And I was like, "Oh, I can only hang out Monday. Like Monday's the only day I can hang out." And he's like, "You're lying. There's no way you're busy this whole week." And I was like, "Monday." And he said I can't do Mondays, and then I ghosted his ass again.
You're the problem.
There's a
But
reason
it's
why
like-
these aren't working.
But it's like if he wanted to, he would, and he didn't want to.
How long
Well,
were you
why
guys
couldn't
talking
you,
already?
Well, why couldn't
Like,
why couldn't
6
you?
months.
Well, why
6
couldn't you
months.
hang out another day?
Because he already didn't double text back, and he went almost a whole month without talking to me. So if he really wanted me, he would have made Monday work out. Okay? He's not busy on Monday. He's probably playing Overwatch with fucking 13-year-olds. Getting...
I don't know how to respond to this.
Me either.
Okay, but like I'm in my healing era. I'm in my
Right, you're purposely wanting to do all this, I guess, at this point.
I'm in my feminine era. I'm in
You're soft girl,
soft,
taking
like,
a step back.
Yeah, let them
Dominate
wear the
you.
pants. Yeah. Because clearly, me, like, my overall personality, like,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
some people can't handle it.
And that is a lot. That is a lot to handle, especially if you're like a guy too. Because it seems like these guys don't really care. So I guess that guy more or less just had like I don't give a fuck attitude.
Who?
The British guy,
British
I
guy.
guess. Yeah, since you guys like, are you guys still talking like at all?
No, but I think another thing, too, why he got mad was because I kicked him from my Discord server because I ghosted him. So he thought that it was over. Because he was in my Discord, and then I kicked his ass because I was like, "You're not allowed to see what I'm doing." And
That's
then
funny.
and then I think that's what he thought I was over. So then he was like, "Oh, I'm done trying." But I was like, "Okay." You're
We
not
do that
funny
in our
anyways.
Discord all the time. We always just kick people, and they always assume that like they just don't want to be friends with us anymore, or we don't want to be friends with them anymore.
Well,
But
yeah,
But
why would
it's
you
just-
kick them from the server then?
To be funny. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
not
It's just to be
funny.
funny.
Because
It
if
is
he
pretty
really,
funny.
because if he really wanted me, he would have Discord and been like, "Please add me back. I want to be in part of your server."
I do that sometimes. Some people kick me. Like I'll just be like, "Hey, add me back. We got let's hash this out."
Squash the beef.
And then we just started like fucking egregiously making it worse for each other, and we just shit on each other more every day.
God. Well, because it was like fine. I think it was fine up to the point where like when I tested him, and then I think that was like the last straw for him because he was like, "I don't know what this girl's like." I don't-
Right, because you guys are
She
already
doesn't
so
like me.
deep in like 6 months is kind of a while of just talking
stage.
of a talking stage.
Yeah.
So he's probably already kind of getting over the fact that he's still just talking to you.
Yeah, well.
So, I mean,
But like we were talking, but we never met up until like
and was that because of him?
no, it's because of me.
The arrows just keep coming like to the back.
No, it's not my.
It just
It's
keeps
not
running
my
straight back
fault.
like this way.
Okay, so like I met him on Hinge, right? And then we added each other on Discord, right?
Okay.
Because that's where we first like had contact, and I wasn't really looking for anyone at the time. Like I was just like scrolling on, and he said he could play Valorant, so I was like, okay, like just friends, right? Because I just gotta like I was still healing from my relationship, and then like we haven't talked, and then we went to EDC, right? And then we didn't talk for like a month straight, and then like I got COVID, and he hits me up and he's like, can we finally meet up? Because I was just like, yeah, okay. But then I was like, I can't, I have COVID. So then I was out for like 3 weeks. And then he invited me to hang out before he picked up his mom from graduation. So then he picked up his mom, we met up, and he's like, oh, let's hang out again. But then he like had this whole thing with his mom for like a good like month because she's from England. So then
Does he live here?
yeah,
Okay,
but like he's from England.
right.
And so then there was just multiple things adding up, but then he kept like trying, and he kept giving me like valid excuses, but then I was over it. And so I put him to the test, and he failed. He failed.
F.
F.
Yeah.
Nikki F.
For real.
That's a Nikki F right there.
But they always come back because he wished me happy. I didn't even wish him up. You know what's funny? His birthday is one day before mine. I didn't wish him happy birthday. He wished me happy birthday.
Did you forget, or did you know and you just?
I
Didn't wanna
knew.
tell
I
him?
just didn't.
She's just petty like that.
I'm petty.
That's insane.
And then you know what I said to him? I was like, "It was your birthday, right?" And he's like, "Yeah."
She's like, I knew it was your birthday. I just don't give a
Evil
fuck.
mastermind.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. And then I followed his ass off of Instagram, and then he knew, so then he put his account on private, but he still follows me.
So he can see your shit, but you
Yeah.
can't see his shit.
Yeah. So I stalk his friends to see if he's doing anything.
That's crazy.
Do guys do that? Like after, like if something falls through, or like, do you still stalk them? Be
I do,
honest.
I
Be
do.
honest.
I did for like sometimes.
Like you check up on them. Like you
The
check
last
what they're
relationship that I
doing.
had with that girl from Texas, that when I
Uh-huh.
went to go visit her, I was stalking her for a little bit after because like she kind of just left me.
Mhm.
Like I didn't get that closure that I
See?
needed.
That's why you
So-
gotta leave first.
I don't think that's why. Okay, but yeah, that really hurt me. So like I was stalking her for like, I don't know, probably a month or two, but then I was just like, I gotta get over it. And I haven't done it since then.
Mm.
But like prior relationships I have done more stalking as well.
Yeah.
So
It's so bad.
Girls are just, we're FBI agents. We just can't help it. Whether or not we still like them or not, we're just sometimes.
it's good to check up, you know, sometimes just see what's going on. Maybe their
Or,
life's
like-
in the shitter, maybe it's worse, and then you can be happy
Or
about
like
yourself.
even like when I come across somebody that's interesting, not even that I have interest in them or I like them at all or anything. Like what I was talking about, me and Lex were watching that show.
All right.
Now
right.
I'm heavily stalking this bitch that's on the show because I'm just like, I want to know.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you, and I want to know. So like every social media, like I'll just check to see if she has one.
I feel like that's natural, you know.
Right?
And that's part of the
I feel like
healing
that's a
process too,
natural
if you're in a
thing.
relationship. But yeah, if you have like a lot of interest in someone, you kind of want to see like everything about them immediately, so you know you're getting into.
You know how I made a list for this guy so I would stop stalking him. Never put an effort to see me more than once. Would go quiet for 3 to 4 days. Has a mullet. Literally has the ugliest graduation hair. Got mad because some girl came over and took his meat. Literally not even funny. Terrible at playing Valorant even though he said he would carry me. Has a big ass head. His big ass head is shaped like a square. Literally thought he was gay because people told him he was gay. Literally could be gay because he was head to toe dressed up like a girl. Gets defensive when his manhood is put into question and has to confirm he's a man. He literally looks like Jake Paul.
I wish you could. Can you put reviews on like his?
I was saying that, but mine would be bad.
Like,
I would
rate
have a
a
1
review.
point star.
Like write a review.
What the fuck? That just sounds like a list of things that you hate about him.
That's the point of a review. You say the things that you hate. You never see good reviews, okay? You always see the bad
Dude,
ones.
I would probably get blacklisted.
What about Amazon? I want to look up good reviews to see what's good about it. You also do want to see the bad reviews,
But
though.
never.
But like on a
nobody
dating
ever-
app, why would you put a review? Oh yeah, she was great, but like
10 out
not
of
my
10,
type.
but
She left me. 10 out of 10, but she left me.
Yeah, on a dating app, that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because what you might not like, someone else might like.
exactly.
So,
And on that note,
good there. All right.
because we have somewhere we need to be.
Yep.
She
All right.
still hasn't sent me the address.
All right. Well, regardless, thank you everyone for joining us on episode 19 of the Sweet and Sour podcast.
Can she be a recurring guest? I know. I carry this show.
All right.
She'll replace me.
All right. The VOD will be out on Friday,
Ow!
most likely.
She'll probably be making another appearance soon.
At some point.
At some point.
At some point.
Stretch.
yeah. Maybe this next week I'll get a table and then maybe we can try to figure something out. But
I feel like this worked out pretty well with the open one.
Ow,
yeah,
bitch.
this one worked perfectly fine. But next time, just so we have a different spot, like a different layout for the table.
Yeah.
Because I want to start doing things where we like throw videos up and stuff too while we're in the middle of doing this. But all right, we will see you guys next week.
Video
Thank you
drops
all for
on
joining us.
Friday.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.